What the heck are you guys doing? What are y'all doing? It's 11 p.m. We've been drinking the past 4 hours, 5 hours. I don't do math here. What are y'all doing? Eric, you're 10 minutes late. Faderade, I've been on live stream with ADHD Whiskey. We're doing a late night stream. I mean, I'm feeling good. I'm feeling good, but I'm coherent. I'm coherent. What do we drink? What do we drink? We're all schlammered. I'm decently schlammered. I can still see straight. I can still walk. James Lay, man, why do you guys always go for Penelope Architect? I'm not the biggest fan. Or a bottle kill. What's up, Jacob Enriquez? What the heck's up, man? You missed all the other tonight shenanigans. Truman, we ain't drinking water. We already drank water. We're good. Marcos, what's up? My problem here's the my issue is when I get I mean I'm feeling good. I look at this and I'm like nothing like I look at everything and nothing looks appealing. Like it all looks the same. It's just bourbon, bourbon, bourbon. I'm toasted. What do I get? I don't know. I don't know. Hey, what's up, Shauna? And Dennis J. Dennis, who the hell are you? Are you new here, bro? Or you just you don't talk much? Dennis J. Trike. Trike. Make a cocktail? Would you guys want me to go make a cocktail? I will literally leave and come back with a cocktail if you agree with Eric. I ain't drinking early times, David. I've been drinking early times all night. I jumped on ADHD whiskey stream and I was literally drinking early times the entire time. No cocktail. Boo. Sorry, Eric. I was literally, if you guys agree, Mark says whiskey lemonade. I was gonna go make a like a whiskey sour or something. Lemonade and whiskey. Dennis says I don't talk a lot. Been watching a lot last year. Well, hell, dude, uh, Dennis, I always encourage you to chat, man. That like the people here are so cool. And then Joey 723, Maker Side, third shelf down, sixth bottle from Maker Side, third shelf down, sixth bottle from the left. One, two, three, four, five, six. You just nailed. That's a fun one. We can do that. I've already said I was going to drink that tonight, so. One, two, three, four, five. Did he say seven? Six. Number six. Oh, by the way, you're sleeping on Middle West, but no, I'm not sleeping on Middle West. I'll change my mind. I am sleeping on Middle West. We don't get Middle West here. I've heard so many good things about it. That's my problem. How am I sleeping on them? I can't get them. I would love to buy one. one of the guys in the chat, he's been teasing me with this Middle West sherry finished. And I'm like, dude, go buy me one. I'll pay for you. He's rubbing it in. We don't get them here. We do. I've never seen Middle West. Whiskey sour. Ooh, whiskey sour is good. Do it. Shauna. I mean, I don't know. I mean, I am fully planning on getting Schlammer tonight. I am so stressed. I don't make New York sours. I make what's it called? Shauna, I'm already drunk. It's not a New York sour. It's a idiot. I'm an idiot. That's how drunk I am. A whiskey sour made with red wine is called New York sour. I make my whiskey sour and I float a red wine on top. So freaking good. What's up, Philip Travis? Late to the game. Glad to see you overtime. We're Schlammered. I hope you are doing well too. Mr. Howell is my poison. What is Mr. Howells? What's up, Daniel Turner? You literally look like someone who's selling a house in my neighborhood, Daniel. What is Mr. Howells? I know Miss Wrench has an open bottle of red wine. Go float on that on your side. Let me finish this. I'll go make a New York sour. Don't tempt me, man. I've had a shit week. I'm ready to go. Here's my thing. Let me drink this, and then let me go drink that. In the meantime, you can't tell me what to drink. You guys ask me questions, you lead me. Right now, we're Schlammered, bro. You ask me a question, you ask me about a review, ask me about anything. Ask me anything, and we'll talk about it. And I'll make it short. That way we can answer more questions. Troy from Laura's Whiskey Channel. Never said your name. Cheers. Old Elk port finished in the Glen. What do you... For one, Troy from Laura's Whiskey Channel. Where the heck do you come from? Welcome. Two, I want to know what you think of Old Elk port. It's not about the port, it's about the Old Elk. What do you think of that? You posting that B523 review? I shot that video, I shot Stag, and I shot another video. My plan is to edit those videos so I can release them while I'm gone. That way it's not like I just disappear. Like, I don't want my channel to go stagnant for 3 weeks. William Reynolds, cheers, bro. I'm so glad. Man, you're a freaking legend. If anyone deserves to get drunk all the time, it's freaking William. Dennis R. Cheers, happy Saturday. Love the channel. Dennis, I don't know if I've said your name. A lot of you guys, we're late as hell. What are you guys doing, man? Do you normally, I want to know, Dennis, what are you doing normally on a Friday night? What are you looking forward to in Italy? Mainly, so what I'm looking forward to, one, to be as cheesy as possible. I mean, and this is no joke. Miss Wrench is my best friend. I just I don't care what we're doing. First and foremost, I just love spending time with her. I don't care what we're I love doing this stuff. I love, hey, we've never been there, let's go. I love, you know what I'm saying? I love experiencing things with her. First and foremost. So I don't care if the flight's delayed, if the train sucks. It's like, I don't care. I'm like, I'm here with you and I'm in Italy. What do we have to complain about? I want to be here with you. Call me a sappy son of a bitch. Do it. Second, I really want to go to Pompeii. That is insane. And also, I'm really looking to do the touristy. We're gonna go to the Roman Colosseum and the Roman Forum, and then I really want to go to Florence. I want to go to Florence, and I want to go to Tuscany. One of the days we're in Florence, we're doing a wine tour to Tuscany. I really, really want to go do that. I want to go drink wine from a winery in the middle of freaking nowhere, freaking Italy. That is what I want to do. So, yes, I'm putting her first because that's, at the end of the day, that's what I'm going to remember the most, is just spending time with her. If you had to ask me one thing, it would be probably the Tuscany. I really want to go to Tuscany. I want to go and see the fields. I want to see that Italian landscape. I want to go to a winery. I want to walk the vineyards. That's what I really want to do. I think that would be so cool. I mean, that just seems like a holy freaking crap. I'm here. Here's where these wines are made. I'm standing in the field in Italy. I'm so freaking stoked for that, man. I mean, it's like you can't, how do you rank it? Everything I think about, I'm like, well, that seems really cool. I'm so nervous. I'm petrified. Old Elk is a multi-drink. Troy, let me finish what you had to read because you already said what I had to say. Troy says, which I dig, but the port finish steps it up quite a bit. 80-ish bucks. I'd like it a lot more, about 60. Troy, you and I just nailed the head, but we also didn't. I don't like the malty, but that's exactly what I think of the Old Elk. All of them are so malty. I don't like the malt. In the one you said 80-ish, I spent 90. I'm right there with you. If it was 50, 60 bucks, way more forgiving. I would think a lot more people would be on board with it. I'm not on for $90. I'm against you. I think that's a total ripoff. It's just not, it's too much. Jacob Enriquez. What's up, Jacob? Where the hell have you been, man? Have you tried the David Doff cigar collab? No. I've never even heard of that, man. Never even heard of that. The Possum Crew just did a 2+ week road trip with Miss Opossum Crew. I don't know why I just read her as Opossum. Love traveling with my gal, too. Here's the thing with me and Miss Wrench, man. And this goes to all of you. we genuinely we ge- we genuinely get along. We I can't even think of a time we've argued. The time we've argued is over like presidential candidates. Like who that shit doesn't even matter. You know what I'm saying? We don't argue at all. We don't argue at all. We just it's if you could ever find someone who just like meshes with you, I found like that's what we are. She is her own way and she has her own entire thoughts and opinions, and then I have my own entire opinions, yet they don't conflict with each other. They're just like, cool, you like that dude? Whatever, you know. I don't care. It's awesome. Jake McKee, let's freaking go. Kevin Campbell missed the stream, so this is a nice surprise. Let's go, Kevin. We drank Staggy J for you, man. Old Elk at 60 is a totally different conversation. That will never happen. That's my issue. It just that they will never price those bottles that way, and it's just those bottles at $80-$90, it's freaking stupid. I mean, let's face it. Who are we talking to? I will gladly talk to the people who price those bottles, and I will tell them you're freaking stupid. Put it down to 60, and I'm telling you, you're in a totally different ballgame. 70. I mean, come on, you want to argue over $10? $10 is a lot of money. Let's be real. If you don't think so, then you're a rich cock. If you want to spend $80 versus $90, that is a huge difference to a lot of people. There's a lot of people who do not want to buy something just because it's $10 more. That Old Elk is not $90. It is not worth it. Period. I'll tell it to them in their face. Bitches. What's up, Dustin? Are you drunk yet? Dennis says, I just cracked a George Dickel rye for $21. Might be the best rye under $30, in my opinion. Dennis, we were talking about that earlier. We finished Dickel 8-year-old bourbon on my live stream like 3 hours ago. So good. It's a great bottle. Those Dickel bottles, like people want to talk shit. It's good. They have good stuff. People just throw it all in a vacuum and say, "Oh, you're a Dickel, you must suck." I think you're closed-minded and you're missing out. Dennis R just put E.H. Taylor batch 11 in a Glen. This stuff is amazing. E.H. Taylor batch what? Like small batch, single barrel, rye? Which E.H. Taylor, Dennis? James Lay, look at your competition. Penelope Dad's Hat, Sagamore, ASW, which I believe is from Georgia. Redwood, all cheaper and equal or better. James Lay, dude, I'm right there with you. I am right there with you. I mean, all of those, even the one that stands out the most to me is ASW. ASW Cask Strength is out of Georgia. I'm sitting up for this. You know it's real when I sit up. ASW is out of Georgia. Who the shit knows what's from Georgia? No one cares. What? Oh, you're not from Kentucky, you're not from Indiana? Who the hell cares? ASW is making stuff in Georgia that I'm telling you, bare minimum, and this is This is not my opinion. This is just what I'm calling fact. ASW is making stuff bare minimum equal to, if not better than MGP. Would you agree with that, James? Equal to or better than MGP. And I'm talking, when I say MGP, I'm talking the standardized stuff. It's the same $60 barrel proof stuff that every single brand is getting. This brand, $60 barrel proof. This brand, $60 barrel proof. This brand, $60 barrel proof. It's all MGP. ASW, their stuff, better than that. Period. I'm going to say it right now. It's really, really good, and no one knows what it is. And I think half of it's because we can't get it. I've never even owned a bottle. I've only tried their stuff, and it blew my mind. So there's that. Let me lean back. Let's chill out. Woo! I'm definitely on the train though. The ASW train. I'm right there with you guys. They're killing it. Driftless Glen is awesome as well. You know, Crispy Bacon, I have a whole other opinion of Driftless Glen. I love them. But I've seen some shit, and I'm gonna call it what it is. Shit that I do not agree with. I wouldn't say I agree with. They pissed me off. That's what it was. That's all I gotta say about that. No, I have more to say about it. You know me. Hey, Gary Franchise. Great night, y'all. Gary, did you say hey and I just missed you? Old Fourth Distillery, short barrel out of Georgia, pretty damn good. Old Fourth, I've never heard of them or tried them. Single malts. Whoa. James Lake, think single malts. Everyone Jones on Westland or Stranahan's. Their stuff is equal or better. Now, I have no input on that. I'm not familiar. I'm not going to put my 2 cents in, but I'm open. I don't think I've even tried. Like, here's the thing, man. I genuinely, for someone who has all of these bottles and has a YouTube channel, I have not tried a lot of stuff. I've never tried Westland. I've never tried Stranahan's. I'm going to be honest with you. Tupac Gunshot. Got shot. Tupac got shot. Eric Sawyer, bro, what are you drinking right now, Eric? What batch was that Grizzly Beast? Duke, that was batch 2. Joey, when I lived in Georgia, my local store had an ASW pick. I shipped 5 bottles of it to a buddy in Indiana because he loved it so much. We killed a whole bottle in 4 hours one time. Great stuff. What else do you need to know? John T says, not our pick, Trev. I will say, though, John, and John's referring to the Driftless Glen. But, John, you're one of the only people on this planet who can attest to this. Do you not remember the first batch of samples they brought out to us? It was like bringing us poison. Like, this is not what we thought this was going to be. That was That's what I was getting at. Eric says, let's get back to dripless. Okay, John T. Remember, we're getting back to dripless. They brought out, I think they brought out they brought out 5 samples. And he says, John T was there. We went through 30 barrels. 30 barrels, we picked 2. When we were there, they brought out, like, they might have started with 10. I said 5. They might have brought out 10 barrels, and we sampled 10 in a row. I've never declined a pick. You know what I'm saying? It's like, most of the time, these people put out stuff they want to be sold. The first 10 they brought out, I would have put it in my car for gas. It was ass. So bad. 10 barrels in a row. Terrible. We were about to call it quits. It was terrible. It was not a good time. They brought out more barrels. They were better. What I'm worried about, and this is just behind the scenes stuff. We're drunk. It's 11:30. What I'm worried about is, why did it take 10 barrels for you to bring out shit that I cared about? Like, were you just trying to offload these barrels to me? Like, John T was there. He can attest. They were not good. And I don't want to say that to talk crap about the brand, but you bring us 10 barrels and they suck? What are you doing? It got better. It got better. It just makes me wonder, why did you bring us out 10 barrels that were like that? Troy says, sounds like they were trying to dump some drain pour whiskey off on you. I've been saying that since we saw them. I felt like they were like, oh, hey, these dudes are just a bunch of drunk ass bitches. Let's bring out some shit. No, guess what it was? It was a bunch of dudes who wants to good whiskey, and we called you out. We were so mad. We were so mad. Bro, I don't care. I want good whiskey. I'm not all for drama. When you try and do something like that, it pisses me off. John T, definitely. He knows. They made it better. They made it better. They brought out good barrels that we picked. Travis is back. Schlemmer Trev, cursing Trev is the best. I only cuss when I'm drunk and or pissed. And I usually don't get pissed unless I'm drunk. I'm a very mellow guy. When I was in the Army, they gave me the nickname Pirate because they were making fun of me because of how little I cussed. They said I cussed like a pirate. They were making fun of me. I didn't cuss at all. At all. we could be getting shot at, and I'm like, hey, did we just get shot at? And they're like, yeah, motherfucker, we're getting shot at. And I'm like, oh, well, dang, that sucks. Just close my hatch. I didn't cuss at all. Hold on, we got a lot of stuff to read. Keep asking the questions, man. I'll answer them. I want to engage with you guys, man. That's how this goes. I don't want to keep drinking. I mean, I'm gonna keep drinking. I just don't want to tell you notes about this. Who cares? We want to talk. Did you start with an old fashioned with bacon? No, I just drink more whiskey, bro. Drunk ass bitches have standards. No, they don't. Todd Bellinger. Todd Bellinger. Man, we got a bunch of new. Where are you guys coming from? Aaron Pierce? You guys don't comment often, man. I want to, for one, are you a regular viewer? Are you watching the stream because we're late night drunk? Where are you guys coming from? Todd Bellinger says, your opinion on Stag 15 and 17. I can only give you my opinion on the 15. I don't have the 17. My opinion on the 15, I don't like it more than the 14 or the 16. Why? This is very important, Todd. It's very sweet. The 15 is sweet. 14 and 16 are a bit more oaky, little less cherry, buffalo. I don't like the Buffalo Trace cherry note. The 14 and the 16, that's subdued. The 15, more cherry. So for me, as someone who wants more oak, I went for the 14 and I went for the 16. And then also, out of your question, the 18. The 18 is also more oaky. So the 14, 16, 18, for my palate, is where it's at. The other ones are just, they're very red fruit, sweet. You know, it's not for me. But some of you, that's exactly where it should be. So if you're not the oaky son of a bitch like I am, then you might want the 15 and the 17. I don't know. It seems like they're going every other batch is the same. Aaron Pierce, again. Aaron, coming out of nowhere. Shouldn't you be packing? I packed before this stream. I laid out all my clothes. So I did enough, Aaron. I'll do more tomorrow. Watch all your videos. Don't catch your lives, unfortunately. We're here now, Aaron. I laid out all of my clothes. So I packed. I know what I'm putting in the suitcase, bro. I watched all your posts, just followed of ADHD tonight. Dennis, well, hell yeah, man. I go live before ADHD whiskey every single Friday night. And I feel like me and Matt get along so well. We've met each other so many I feel like we should do that more often. We genuinely get along so well. Old fashioned with bacon? How do you incorporate the bacon, man? Troy says switched it up to Starlight VDN. What does that mean? What does the VDN stand for? Bourbon. What's up, Ben? They met a certain dude on the pick and decided they only wanted to give him shit whiskey if they could. Franchise, I've done 3 picks at Driftless in the last 18 months. What they had out for us was much better, but we did go into a second set of samples to find our eventual picks. Franchise, and again, the pick that I went on, I can't even remember what year that it was. Before COVID. It was before COVID, so it was at least it might have been the summer of 2019. I don't. Come on, man. You know, man. We drink alcohol for a living, man. We don't. I don't remember. I think it was the summer of 2019. There was no rules, man, and it rubbed a lot of us raw. That's not very nice of them to shoot at us. Someone could get hurt. Trev, when he's angry. I got a story for you. I don't think I've ever told this story because it's not that cool of a story, but it applies to Kevin's comment. So, hold on. I gotta get oh, my nipple. I was just trying to show the mankini. I was trying to get it out of my butt. Woo! Man, that thing gets up in your... How do people wear thongs? That hurts. Let me tell you this story, and then we'll move on. So go ahead, keep asking your questions, man. I'll answer any question you got about the military, army, deployment, bourbon, freaking anything. You ask a question, I'm going to answer it. So there was this one time, and inside of our vehicle, inside of our Striker, was a mechanical box, like where you plugged in headsets. And so every one of us had these headsets, and you would plug it into this thing, and all of us could talk to each other, right? We found a way you could open the box, and you could split the wires, and you could hook it up to your phone. You could play music. So when you plugged your headset in, it would play music through the headset. So not only could we talk to each other, someone could plug up their phone and play music. So we're freaking on mission listening to like death metal and talking to each other. That being said, there was this mission, and Sergeant Rumping was playing this song. Like it was metal. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting in my driver's hatch, and like there was like a noise over me. But in my headset was just death metal. And I was like, hey. I pulled off one ear. I was like, what was that? And he's like, oh no, don't worry, bro. It's just the breakdown of the song. And I'm like, no. I just heard something. And then all of a sudden, another like noises. And I was like, bro, I think we're getting shot. I think people are shooting at us right now. And he's like, hold on. He takes his headset off, and then we're like, the vehicle is literally getting pinged. There's no danger at all to us, but I hear it bounce, like I hear noise. I'm like, bro, there's something dinging off the truck. So once we realize that, you pull the headset back on, you get on the gun, and you start. It was like, what the hell? I don't know. That made me think of that. It made me think of that. All right, let's catch up. Who was I kidding? Just hoping for the man, hoping to see the Mankini. That's all you get, bro. Sorry. I'm a third shift worker, so even on my nights off, I spend a lot of time awake. This time, especially Fridays, I go to be around 6 p.m. Well, we're still here, bro, sometimes. Will be a new Friday for me. Dennis, you want a pregame before Matt? I'm always here, man. It's what we do. It was funny watching you giving Dara crap and here getting more drunk and her not getting that you were just saying she didn't need to care. You know what? Tonight, Dara was drunk. She didn't get anything I said. You're not going to turn into a wino, are you? John T, dude, I drink so much wine, it's unreal. Guys, I freaking drink a lot. I drink a lot of bourbon and I drink a lot of wine. So I'm already a wino. Sorry. Are you coming to Kentucky anytime in the near future? I'm not opposed to it. Maybe. I'm still on the books for October. So if I come to Kentucky, Philip, I'll let you know. We can come. You can come where we're at, or we can go hang out. I'm cool with meeting you guys anywhere, man. I'm literally just a dude who films himself with a camera. I will drink with you anywhere you want to drink. That's all there is to it. Let me catch up on some super chats. You guys have been blowing up my super chats. Let me scroll down. Let me catch up. I'm pulling an ADHD right now. Okay, Gary says, yes, your Driftless Glen pick was July 2021. I kept saying COVID. 2021 was our Driftless Glen pick. Ask Bill Murray. He's seeing some thongs. VD and his French wine, Vindo Natural. Starlight finishes there. Where is that? Do you know where that's from? Like, I know from France, but where? Troy, I drink wine, so I'm familiar with regions like Bordeaux, Bourgogne, stuff like that. I don't feel like the Mankini related to my comment at all. Kevin, maybe I was just giving you crap. I don't remember. We got Aaron Pierce, $5 super chat. You know why. All the singles. Trev is Nashville Barrel Company rye store pick worth 100. I can't answer that for you, Dennis. I've only had Nashville Barrel Company bourbon. That is worth it. The rye, I don't know. Trevor Kunkel! The wrench is on. Of course we're on. It's Friday. John T, $20 super chat. You're funny. Do push-ups, John. Dramhound. Let's freaking go, nerds. Dramhound. I drank. We called you out earlier on the stream. Is what I'm saying. We drank the Jack Daniels pick that you sent me, like 2019. So 4 years ago is what we drink. Aaron Pierce, we're calling that sucker out. He just subscribed. Look, he had fireworks. He didn't even know. And just so he doesn't remember, I can do it again. Do push-ups, Aaron. Welcome aboard, man. I'm glad you're here now. But now I get to pick on you. Tony Bag of Donuts, $10 super chat. How much wood can a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck was held in Mankini? 2.5 inches? And that's on a good day? Said it before, but thanks for the service. Thanks for not showing that. I'm guessing you're thanking for the service, not showing the mankini. Miss Wrench hates the mankini. Lil loves. She would love the mankini, Ben. Faderade, $5 super chat. The mankini just gave me something to think about later. You're nasty. Swanee, just a bit for a dram, brother. Good to see you. Swanee, I'm glad you're here, man. I hope you're doing good. I know we were texting earlier, and I know our times are different, so... Philip Travis says, maybe look into a Green River pick. Would love to host you in Owensboro. I would love... Here's the thing about the Bourbon Wrench picks. We do them with my channel and the whiskeychannel.com's channel. We're like a partner. Anyone who wants to do a pick with us, I would love to go to Green River. I will email Green River. We want to put out good whiskey to you guys. 1, great price. 2, good whiskey. I don't want to screw anyone over and like, hey, here's a Stag Junior pick. It's $120. That's bullshit to me. It's not even worth it. That's what we were trying to do. So if you have companies that you want picks from, let me know and I'll send them an email. That's what's the worst that could happen. Every time I send an email, these fools want to work with us. So I'll shoot over. Dennis says the Green River Weeded is amazing. I'll shoot him over an email, man. We already have another barrel pick that I have not mentioned, and I'm not going to until I know it comes to fruition. But we have another barrel pick that we're lining up. So a totally different company. And there's a couple others that I'm going to email. I want to do a blue note. I don't know why we haven't done that. That's one of my favorite bottles ever. Green River, if they're willing, shit, let's do it. It'd be awesome. Was shocked I wasn't already subscribed. Aaron, do push-ups, bro. Called you out. You either here's the thing, Aaron. You're either about to do 15 push-ups right now, or you fill up a glass. You go and get a refill. That's your options. You drop down and give me 15 push-ups and you can finish your glass, or you go get another bottle. And you don't have to chug it. You just pour a glass and we're even. That's all there is to it. I won't judge you. What's up, C. Jackson? How the hell are you? Where have you been, man? How are you doing? Go to the restaurant Il Celeri. It's in Tuscany, but where in Tuscany? HR Bartender, what's up, man? You're the only whiskey tuber that's tried the entire Blue Note lineup. No. I have not had the Blue Note. Well, now I'm lying because I'm saying I have. I think they've had several batches. The Blue Note 17. The Blue Note 17. So you sent me a sample of that? That's what I was getting at. I've never owned the bottle, and that's what I was getting at. Like the 17-year-olds, I've only tried samples of. And I think there were different batches. ADHD freaking whiskey, Matt. Matt, are you back? Did you kill the moth? He killed that bug, man. Does the mystery pick have Emmer wheat? Here's the answer right there. No. Colonial whiskey is a great option. Don't know if they do picks. Where's that from? Here's the thing, Dennis. A lot of the picks that we've been doing are under the radar. If you're good, you don't have the distribution, no one knows who the hell you are. As long as you're good, I want to do a pick with you. Good whiskey. Because I know, like, I love my local brand. If I can get more of them out to you guys, I would. And that's what we're doing. We're trying to get bottles that you can't get everywhere. And here, like, just like Baker Drink says, this is exactly what I'm saying. So many of the brands you're talking about aren't available on the West Coast. These companies need to spread out more so I could try them. And this is my goal. I don't know what their goal is. They can have their own goal. My goal is the company themselves won't get distribution to your city, your state, maybe for a long time. And if they do, it's going to be small. When we do these picks and we have a distributor who gets them delivered to you in majority of the states, now you're talking about a brand you've never had before. Here's a guy who's giving you a link, and all of a sudden that bottle shows up to your house. That is what I want. I don't want to do a Stag Junior pick. I want to do a Blue Note pick that is amazing, and I want it to go out to everyone. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I would do a Stag pick. That's not my goal. I want good whiskey getting out to us, the crew. That's what I'm saying, man. I'll take a Stag Junior pick. Like, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying I would, if it came down to it, if they told me you could get 3 bottles, if I could get a Doc Swinson's, Blue Note, and freaking Tumbling Dice, I just looked at 3, or I could get 1 Stag Junior, I would pick the 3. Because those 3 bottles cumulatively, to me, that's worth more. The Stag Junior pick is more of an idea. Like, wow, we got a Stag pick. That's so awesome. But once you do one, and it's like, yeah, that was honestly just like every other Stag we've had. Like, was it really that cool? I don't know. That's just my thought process. I wouldn't turn one down. Don't get me wrong. You Don't Know Jack is awesome. Again, that was a bottle that was like, what the hell was even that? And we put it out. That bottle was just crazy. No one's even ever had that. So I have the new 9-year, 10-year, 17-year Blue Note Las Notas. I don't even know what that is. Las Notas? I have not tried those. HR, email me, man. I don't know what that is. Bourbonwrench@gmail.com. Not the Bourbon Wrench. It's just Bourbon Wrench. Las Notas. Washington Total Wine is horrible. Baker and Truman are the same person. Washington Total Wine must be different than California. I don't know. Here's another thing. Where I'm from, we don't have Total Wine. Total Wine doesn't exist here. I've never that's just not a thing. I'm trying to read, man. I'm drunk. Give me some more questions, man. What do you want to know about? Ask me a question. Come on. I'll answer anything. You know, it's late night. It's a late night stream, man. I'll still tell you any story you want to know about. You ever seen a grown man naked? I don't know, Ben. You ever been in a cockpit before? Truman. Off to work. Have a good night. All should change shifts in a month. Truman. It's midnight and you're just now going to work? You ever run backwards through a cornfield? No. I have crawled through a cornfield. It's a whole other story. Next. Your favorite rock town? Not gonna lie, dude. This bottle right here. It's one of their new releases. They didn't age it. They distilled this at Bardstown Bourbon Company. Then they aged it at Rocktown. Is it the most special thing I've ever had? Freak no. Is it young tasting? Yes. It tastes like craft whiskey. Is it freaking delicious to me and I want to drink this all the goddamn time? Yes. I love this bottle. To me, it's the epiphany of young whiskey that tastes good, that I just want to drink and I don't think about, I don't care about. I just drink it, I pour it in my glass, and I keep drinking and I get drunk. It's just me. I've had someone buy one and they were like, dude, I don't really like it. I'm no expert, man. I'm just telling you what I like. I love it. That's my bottle. Crossbow or fire extinguisher? Crossbow. Who would... a fire extinguisher? No. Never. Never doing it. Crossbow? Here's the thing. I'm pretty accurate. You know what I'm saying? All I need is one bolt. Then you're dust. You mentioned, so Philip says, you mentioned you were under fire, but you weren't in danger. How was that? So Travis, when that happened, we were in our vehicle. If you want to know, I can just pull it up, actually. That was the Travelers game we were at. Hold on. I'll show you. We're drunk. We can do whatever we want, man. That way you don't even have to look for it, man. I'll just show you. I want a picture that's good. Let me look. All right, this is a good one. This is also the 2nd Infantry Division. I'm already can see that. All right. Here we go. You asked, you were under fire and you weren't in danger. So this is what I was in. It's called an M1126 Infantry Fighting Carrier Vehicle. You can see the ramp here. You got, I mean, this is perfect. You got this dude, these dudes exiting the vehicle. They're exiting what we would call, so you can see they're exiting to the right of the vehicle. We would call this exiting left. Because as the driver, it's backwards. So I would say exit left. They would run this way. So I would say exit left, exit left. They would run out this way. So you're looking at it. They're looking at it from this direction. I don't know if you can even see my mouse. But they're looking at it from facing the outside. So they're exiting to the left of the vehicle. Up here, you see these two dudes on top of the vehicle. One of those guys is the vehicle commander. He tells me as the driver everything I do. The other guy is he's just a fighter. He just shoots out top of the vehicle. This huge thing next to that guy is the RWS system, remote weapon system. It's literally a video game that kills bad guys. Infrared, heat seeking, you're dead. I mean, they're freaking toast. So when I said we were shot at, but we were in danger, this vehicle is armored. That's what I'm getting at. This vehicle is armored. So I was in the driver's seat, hatch down, and I could hear things bouncing. I could tell something was hitting the truck, but I was like, what the hell is that? So I wasn't in any danger. Like, it was just small arms fire shooting at the truck. Does that make sense? There we go. There's your history lesson. It was like, I didn't feel in danger because I was inside of an armored tank. I was like, bro, you gotta shoot me with some missiles, bro. We didn't feel the danger. That's what I'm saying. All right, let's move on. I mean, we can keep talking about it. I just want to see if anyone else has more questions. Go ahead and ask another question if you got one. Whoa, no. I was going to pour more Blue Net. We're pouring Rocktown. We're pouring a little, toasted French oak. Again, I'm a huge Penelope fan. I'm not a huge French oak fan. If you've watched my Maker's Mark video, you'll know that. I love this bottle. I might start recommending this bottle to you guys. If you're like, hey, what is Arkansas? Like, what should I buy? That might be the one you need to buy over the other one. If you want to know what Arkansas tastes like, you get the blue one. If you say, I am a safe bitch, you get this one. And that's all there is to it. I've never been shot at, but I have been at test depth on a submarine a few. What is that, Tony? What is test depth? What are you testing depth charges? What is test depth? Were you at a level in the bottom of the ocean where they're like, hey, we should explode right here? Like, Dramhound. Okay, I'm so far behind, but man, you guys got some good questions. Dramhound says, what 3 whiskey bottles are you grabbing when the zombie apocalypse hits? Here's my issue. I look at that question different than you, Dramhound. I look at it as like, what are my fullest bottles that I love? Because I'm about to be on a struggle bus until I die. I would definitely grab one of my Knob Creek ultra aged 15-year-old picks from back in the day. I would grab Elijah Craig Barrel Proof C920, and then I would grab something random, something that I just thoroughly enjoy. Man, I don't know. The third one is so. I mean, I could grab a Doc Swenson's pick that I have over there. Would love it. 1792 12-year. Love that bottle. Freaking Calumet 16. I'm drunk. I had to look at it. I would grab that bottle. I would just grab a bottle I thoroughly enjoy for the third one. Just something that's just so good. Rare. I mean, shit. Freaking rare breed uncut. I would grab that. No joke. I would grab that bottle. All right, I'm so far behind. Let me see. How about them aliens in Nevada? What do you mean? I've watched a lot of podcasts. What do you think about it? ADHD Whiskey, you're going into battle against Trev Clone, who has a team of chimpanzees fighting with him. What pack of animals do you bring to fight them? If they're fighting Trev chimpanzees, I would bring my dog Willow. I would probably only need to bring just Willow. She would see me. She would see. I would lead the charge. And the chimpanzees would attack me. Willow would literally destroy all of them. If that's not a good answer for you, I guess it would depend on the location we're fighting in. Because if I could choose where we were fighting, like if I could say, yeah, we're fighting in the ocean, I would be like, I want dolphins. You know what I'm saying? Like, it depends on where we're at. Because a dolphin is going to freaking destroy you. If you want a land animal, I would do a pack of elephants. Pack of elephants or a pack of hippopotamus. And then you're done. Here's my answer. Jesus Christ, I'm drunk. That's awesome. 1 a.m. in Florida. We'll see you next Friday. Dennis, you will not see me next Friday. And you will not see me the Friday after that. I'm going on vacation for the next 2 Fridays. So I'm glad you're here for the first time. But you'll have to wait until June 30th is when my next live stream will be. I'm taking a 2-week vacation, my friend. Test depth is the max depth. Depth the U.S. government allows our subs to dive. Okay, I've wondered about that. How do you teach that? Like, how do you learn? Like, how do you test that? Is what I'm saying. Because it's like, isn't it like at some point it just fails? And then what happens when it fails? You're just dead? Oh yeah, go test how deep you can go. I just feel like you can't do it. If you want to know what Arkansas tastes like, pick up some meth. True. Why do round pizzas come in square boxes? Why? Why? That's a question I've always wondered too. Trev, I heard you were the maid in that troop carrier. Okay, Swanee. For one, Swanee can freaking suck it, dude. How is the 1792 12-year stock? Dude, if you can, I'm telling you right now, Ben, if you can go get me another one, I will buy another one. I love that bottle. Go to the store and message me tomorrow and tell me how many you can send me. Just because I don't, you're the only person I can get them from. I love that bottle. I might be the only person who drinks that bottle. I love it. And that's what I'm learning about bourbon. And everyone needs to learn this right now. It doesn't matter what other people think. If you love that bottle, you love the bottle. Buy that bottle. Drink that bottle. Enjoy that bottle. The 1792 12 year, it hits my spot. It just does it. It just does it for me. Crispy Bacon, have you ever wrecked your bike in front of a crowd? Yes. When I was very young, maybe 8. There's a river, a very popular river where we live, and people go camping there. Very popular camping. And there's this huge ass hill that goes down. So it's like you're on the road. I wouldn't say you're on the road. You're on this plane, and then to get to the river, there's this huge ass hill that just drops down, and then you're on the river level. And when you're camping there, we would go up this hill with our bikes. And, 7-year-old me, I'm a total cock. And I'm like, you know what? I'm going to go as fast as I can. And I flew down this hill. And I guess I hit the wrong. This brake is the back tire. This brake's the front tire. And I squeezed the front tire. So I just upended this thing. And I went flying down this hill. And I just destroyed my body. Did anyone watch me? I don't know. But I'm sure some family was just like, oh, I'm going to take my children over to the river to fish. Oh my God, a child flying through the air. I'm sure they saw it. So that's my story of me wrecking my bike. It was not good. It was bad. Good night, John. I'm torn between bringing a horde of chihuahuas and Canadian geese. Both of those things are horrifying. I would be more scared of the geese. Good night, Swanee. I'm glad you stopped by, man. Trev with a pack of tactical hippos. Barrel pick sticker for show. Dude, Matt, why don't we do it? When I say we, why there should be like a pick between us, David. There should be a pick for that. I mean, I would be down. I would be down to do a pick. Let me throw an idea out there because I'm drunk. I would be down for a pick that's between me and you, except for Miss Wrench. She did the pick. It was you and her, not me at all. I don't want to taste it at all. I would be down for that. And then you could do a different one with us, but I would love for you and her to do one. That's what I personally want. I want her to do the pick with you or without you. I don't care what she does. I don't want to have any say in it. That would be good. We can figure it out, man. We can do two. I do not like the Cobra chickens. so me and Carissa do a pick, and then Sarah and you do a pick. That would be great. I don't. How? I'm trying to think of how I want to word this. How would Carissa be aggressive? Like, I'm thinking of Miss Wrench. I feel like if she doesn't like something, she's going to be like, Matt, I don't like this. This is like, I do not like this. And I want that type of banter. I want Ms. Wrench to be like, oh, that sucks. And you're like, yeah, that was my favorite. And then I want, like, what then? That would be a great sticker. That would be a great pick. I would have to coach Miss Wrench. She would see Matt and be like, "Oh my god, I love this guy. Whatever he says goes." I'd have to be like, "No, if you hate it, you tell him." Pack of Anatolian shepherds for sure. What the hell is even that? Anatolian? House swap, wife swap. I honestly think what would be funny is if you had two stickers. They were very similar. Like they were the same exact. Like you take four photos of all of us. You had it like mug shots, but you had different themes. So like this one would be black, this one would be white. But all of our mug shots would be the same. But we did it in the style of like, I mean, we're monetized right now. I don't know if we could say Horn Pub, you know, Horn Hub, wife swap, sticker theme. That would be freaking hilarious. You know what I'm saying? That would be like we have so what it would be. Let me give you an example. It would be 80, we would all take the same photo. It would be Matt and his wife. Matt would be in a blue shirt. Carissa would be in a yellow shirt. And then I would be in a yellow shirt and Sarah would be in a blue or something like that. You know what I'm saying? That would be good. That would be good. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, I'll send you a link. Dennis, bro, for one, I want to say thank you. Two, you never have to, please never, you don't have to thank me for my service or anything. You don't have to do that, man. Hey, while we're at it, What's up, Aaron Pierce? Matt asked about this, and I'm going to show it now because we're drunk. This is the only thank you I've ever, like, I will never need another thank you because this exists. Someone made a freaking sign with my logo on it. I just, you don't have to thank me, man. It was a job. I loved doing my job. I wanted to kill bad guys. I don't need to be thanked. It's such a This sign means so much, man. It's so badass. What's up, Patrick Q? Where the hell have you been, man? Just poured Sagamore Port. Have you tried the bottle? I've tried. So Sagamore sent me a sample of the port and the sherry. That port finished. Have you? Let me ask you this. Have you tried Midwinter's Night Dream? Philip, my thought process is the Sagamore port might be better than God, might be better than the Midwinter. It's so good. It is damn good for what it is. Now I don't know how easy is it to get. I've only got a sample, so I don't know. But from what I've had, so much, it's so good. It's a damn shame. I only do the things I want to do, Trev, says Dennis. Well, God dang it, I can't stop you. All I can say, Dennis, is I love you and thank you. And you don't have to do that. Over here, man, we're cool. We're cool. That's great, but the thank yous aren't enough. Working at the VA, I see the sacrifices made by people and families. Your service is always appreciated. You work at the VA? You see it too. You know, and here's the thing, Paulo. Man, I work with so many people who leave the VA and they come over to us. Like I worked I'll spare the details because I don't know what all I can say. You know how the medical field works, but I had a guy who was a Korean war vet. I've never met someone just so. The dude had scars from like mortars and frostbite, and he talked to me like he. I don't know. I don't know if we like veterans can just talk to each other and just know you're a veteran. But he opened. I mean, he was back there. He's like this dude's like 90 freaking 5. He's old as piss, and just opened up to me. He's like, "This is what I saw. This is what I went through." And he never once. He's like, "Dude, you better." And I was like, I told him like, "Thank you, blah blah blah." And he's like, "Listen, shut up. I'm here right now because my shoulder hurts. You don't thank me. I'm not here for your thanks." I mean that. Like, it literally makes me cry. I'm about to cry right now. Like, this dude went through stuff I've never even could fathom. And here he is being like, just freaking x-ray me, dude. I don't need your thanks. I'm talking to you because we're vet to vet, but I don't want your sympathy. I don't want, you know what I'm saying? Like, man, what a badass. This dude's, his hands were like, they look melted. Like, this dude has been through to hell. And he just was like, no, I'm just here because my shoulder hurts, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, and that's what I asked him. I was like, bro, like, once we started talking and we found out he's like, I'm an Army veteran, yada, yada, yada. And I told him I was too. Then I was more comfortable. I would have never asked him, well, what happened to your hands if I wasn't in the position I was. But I was like, hey, bro, we're brothers. What did you go through? I want to hear about it and I want to support you. And he told me, he was like, he told me exactly what happened. His hands were all jacked up. He told me exactly what happened. And then every time he came in, he asked for me. He was like, bro, I need him. And I don't know, man. Those guys, I don't know. I can't explain it. Just so badass. It's like that guy coming in and hanging out with me is like Tom Brady coming in. To me, is like Tom Brady. You know what I'm saying? Man, freaking awesome. No, Dennis, we do this all the time, and we get drunk and we get sad over here, and that's what makes the Bourbon Wrench different. Is we open up about feelings when we open about everything. I've only cried 7 or 15 times over here on the Bourbon Wrench. That dude, just badass. Like, that's what I want. Like, come on, those are the stories that I want to experience. I don't care about, I went to a wall. No, I want to hear about you getting freaking frostbite in Korea, man. And here you are. Shit. I worked with World War II vets in the 90s. They never talked about the war or seemed out any recognition for their service. They were always asking others how they can help you. Durf draw. Durf draw. For one, hello. I don't think I've said your name often. So if this is your first stream, or if you are a lurker, welcome. 2, I totally agree with you, man. And I always do that. I know, those vets, man. You get those old timers, they'll come in, they don't say shit. But if you ask them about it, and especially, and I guess that's what I love about it, is like, I'm very subtle about it. I don't want to, I'm like them. I don't want to be like, oh, hey, you're a veteran, I'm a veteran. That's bullshit. But I see, like, they might have a hat on, they might have whatever, or they might make a comment. And I will interject just so they know that, like, hey, man, like you're freaking 95. I'm like, you're 97. I'm 27, man. Like, and here we are, still brought together. And I talk to them every chance I get. If they come in and they have like a freaking, Vietnam hat, Korea veteran hat, man, I'm like, I'll pick fun of him. It'll be like Faderade. Faderade's going to be 90. He's going to have a Navy hat on. these Navy veterans will come on, Navy veteran, and I'm like, hey man, we got a bone to pick. And he'll be like, what are you talking about? And I'm like, you were in the freaking Navy, man. I was in the Army. And we just laugh. And it's just like it never grows old. Like these guys are like 90 and they're laughing that an Army guy is making fun of them. You know, it's just awesome, man. And those guys saw so much more than I could have ever imagined seeing. Like what I've done, nothing compared to those guys. That's all I'm gonna say. I'm gonna start crying. I can't even think about those guys. I can't even think about. I get emotional. I love them, man. What's up, Andrew V? What's up? I think someone else came in here too. They're probably like, oh shit, I came in here late. Trev's crying. I'm an RN in a cancer center. It's awkward for my patients to thank me for my service. They are having a much tougher fight than I ever had. Honestly, what they're willing to go through inspires me. And you know, man, I couldn't imagine that. I've had, even recently, I've had family who has fought, and in my mind, I refuse to say they lost to cancer. He lost his fight to chemotherapy, but my cousin was battling leukemia. Just seeing, I couldn't imagine. I could not imagine being a nurse, a doctor, a freaking tech, whatever. I couldn't imagine just being in that field. Because you see them like they're so strong for what, like they should be the weakest possible thing, and there they are just being like, thank you for your service. And it's like, bro, you are dying, and they're taking their time to think. This is why I'm in the medical field, man. People are awesome, man. People are awesome. Paulo, get back to work, man. We're about to wrap it up. I'm getting freaking emotional as shit. That's what happens when Bourbon Rich gets drunk, man. We just it like you know what's weird? Let me just say this. Let me just say this. I think why I like doing this so much is because you guys are like a therapy to me. I can say whatever I want, and it helps me. And I hope that it helps you guys too. I hope that you guys can come here in this community. You can come to me, you can come to this chat, and you can say whatever you want, and people will be there. That's what I feel. That's what I feel. Yeah, bubble bath. We're like crying. What are you up to, dude? You're still drunk. Go, dude. You had a great Friday. What do you do in healthcare? I'm an X-ray technician. I work in an orthopedic clinic. So majority at this point in my life, majority of the people that I work with, they're either just old people. My knees are shot, my hips are shot. I need a hip replacement. I do work with a lot of, old people. I fell. I broke my hip in half. I broke my shoulder in half. We also deal with any sort of broken bones. So it's summertime. You guys need to chill out. Everyone breaks their ankle during the month of June. It's like, oh, the weather's warm. I'm going to go jump off the porch and my ankle just broke in half. Chill out. Those come to us. Wrist fractures, um, just all orthopedic. I'm in an orthopedic clinic. Um, so I see less of the, tough shit, if that makes sense. I did before this. I worked in the ER. So a lot of initial broken bones, a lot of codes, a lot of people dying. Just, I mean, I've been there. You name it, I've done it. Name an age of a human, I have had them die under me. I'm talking 1 years old to 100 years old. I've been there, done it. So it's just a weird. It's just so weird to me, man. It's a weird concept. So many broken ankles. I'm an OR nurse. What do you do in the OR? OR nurse. Like, what's an OR nurse do? So I was when I worked OR, it was just clinical stuff. So we were the dudes who were we were hauling in the C arm doing x-rays. That's my only experience with the OR. Just want to meet up. When is it, Trev? We're looking late summer, early fall. That's when I'm expecting. Late summer, early fall. That's just when it's gonna work out for me. Started the night as a casual fan, ended realizing you're that dude. Appreciate the honesty and vulnerability. Aaron Beers. Aaron, you also have a photo of me as you. Here's the thing, man, and what I love about doing this is I I genuinely I watch a lot of podcasts. I watch a lot of people doing these interviews. I watch a lot of people doing this stuff, and yes, this is a whiskey channel. We want to drink. I'm drinking whiskey. That's cool. We're gonna talk whiskey, but I'm a human, and I genuinely feel like you guys are my people, and I want to be vulnerable with you. It's like you guys are my therapist. I'm not gonna lie. You guys are my therapist. You are. This is a place where I can be vulnerable and talk about this stuff, and I hope that you guys can do the same. I want to be able to read your stories and talk about them and like, yes, let's pour a glass of whiskey and talk whiskey, but then let's discuss, like, what are you feeling, man? Like, I want to be a deeper channel. I don't want to be a dude who is he makes whiskey reviews and then I've never heard from this guy. He's never talked to me. He's never done. I don't want that. First and foremost, I'm a dude. Two, I have feelings. Three, I'm effed up like all of you. Four, I like drinking whiskey. In that order. Rocktown. Delicious. Try it. Whiskey notes. I didn't think it was happening this year. I'm really trying to get it to happen this year. My problem, it's not a problem. I can't focus on finding out the details right now because I'm going to another freaking country. When I get back, I'll start looking into the logistics of porta potties, people sleeping in my yard. Because you guys know Bourbon Ridge Meetup, you guys are sleeping in the yard. We're having a tent out. Like army guy. We're building a fire and you're sleeping in a sleeping bag. Or you can go to the hotel. But the sleeping bag's free. Bourbon Ridge Meetup, you're in the sleeping bag. You know what I'm saying? How is ADHD Whiskey not a moderator on your channel? Here's the thing. I would love to... Let's see if Matt's still in here. He's not a moderator because he has his children to keep after. And when I make someone a moderator, I am their child to look after. Oh, boobies! Oh, he's a mod! He just gave the code word. Hey, Matt. I'm trying to think of something to think about. I just need you to chat. We should do a collaborative pick. I think we should do the wife pick. Let's discuss that. That would be funny. I think that would be fun. I would honestly be more interested to see what they would pick. I would almost rather me and you do a pick and then our wives do a pick just to see what they would pick. But it would also be funny to do like a wife swap. Because I think it would come to a similar conclusion. I just want to see, what did they pick? What did they like? That'd be funny. Faderade. Trev, you were killing it. You've definitely given me a great place to distress on Fridays. I'm sure you know how fast friends come into the military. Yes, I asked Matt to swap his wife with me to do a pick. Faderade, you know, man, that's something that, I mean, I don't want to like sell you guys out, like active duty people or whatever. If you're active duty, man, those guys are your brothers and your best friends, and then all of a sudden you get stationed somewhere else and you never see him again. You never talk to him again. And it's like, I feel like a lot of veterans, and I'm including active duty people as a veteran, like people who have served or are serving, feel this whole thing of like, I feel so like I'm belonging, and then all of a sudden, you're nothing. You're nobody. You're with no one. And I don't think you should, that's bullshit. Can we stop it? No, but I feel like we can at least offer a place where people like you and me, other people can like, hey, you're a vet, I'm a vet. You're freaking sucking butt right now in the military. I'm out, but I know what you're going through. You know, it's just a community for everyone. It doesn't matter what you're going through, man. Like if you're struggling, You need people. Durf draw. Have fun in Italy. Take it in. Enjoy the beauty. I'm planning to go there, Tuscany, later this year. So we're doing a huge trip, man. Um, our plan. So we'll be in Florence for 3 days. One of those days, we're taking a trip into Tuscany. So, I had to do it over again. I guess just because, like, this might be the only time we ever go there. We're trying to go to every single place we can. It might be beneficial just to pick like 3 spots and stay 4 days in each of them. You know what I'm saying? We're going to 5 places. A lot of moving pieces. It's a lot of stress. Patrick says, What did you think of the BEP? I liked it, but it okay. It came third in my Maker's Mark wood finishing series lineup, so I really liked it. That being said, a lot of people would probably look at that bottle and say it's not unique enough to be a wood finishing series. Totally fair. Other people will look at it and say that's too oaky, which is fair. Both of those things are probably why I like it. It's an oak. It's very oaky. There's not a lot of French oak. Both the things that, I don't really care for French oak, and I love some good oak. Hold on, son of a bitch. Okay. Now I'm pissed. And then you get into whiskey and you make hella close friends again. I've said this time and time again. I've I've literally I'm you Bubble Bath, I've met you. When I got out of the military, I struggled for a long time. In like I've done a lot of soul searching. What was that? Like what was I struggling to find? I think for me personally was I was I was struggling for a sense of belonging. And here's where it reaches back to you guys. When I found the bourbon community, it was like finally, this is like a group of people who we can talk to. Yes, we're drinking alcohol, we're getting drunk. Like I don't I don't encourage getting drunk as being the solution to your problems. But let's face it, we're a bunch of dudes and that's what we do. That's our passion. If that's what you're choosing to do, this is I found a group of people with a lot of similarities and I finally found a sense of belonging. You know what I'm saying? So, I struggled for a long time of just when I got out, I didn't have anyone. I couldn't talk to anyone. No one understood what the hell I was talking about. I couldn't tell a story without someone being like, wow, it's awesome. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not saying I don't expect everyone to feel that way, but it's like there's so many veterans in here, and there's also so many people we can just talk about whiskey. We can talk about whatever we want. We can talk about anything. It's just a bunch of people who have a need for a community. And that's what I'm all about, man. It's what I'm all about. You don't have to be a veteran. You don't have to be shit. You can be a dude who likes whiskey and you say, "Hey, what do you think of this?" And now we're best friends. That being said, I'm about to call it quits. I'm getting drunk and you guys are going to make me cry. I'm emotional. I freaking love you guys. Philip says, "Can't imagine how little bourbon you will find in Italy." Did you have to remind me? To be honest, I was drunk when I got here, says Patrick Q. So are we, brother. So are we. You make people feel welcome. Philip, I think that's my main goal. I think what I feel the most, I think what I feel the most is I've been to that point where I didn't feel welcome anywhere. It's not like I felt unwelcomed, but I didn't feel a sense of belonging. AKA, so then I was unwelcomed. I didn't feel like I belonged anywhere. And I think that's the main goal with my channel is like I just want you to feel like you belong. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you drink wine. I don't care if you drink freaking Aperol Spritz. I don't care if you're Independent Joe and you eat crayons for every meal. Like, I mean, that's really freaking weird. Just absolutely freaking stupid, but I would never talk down on some crayon eating son of a biatch. What's up, Joe? Come on. You guys know we love each other over here. I'm, we're in it because otherwise I'll go all night and I'll just tell you how much I love you guys. Um, that being said, this is late night stream for all of those. Like, there's 40 of you guys still here. It's freaking 1 o'clock. I don't know what you guys are doing. You guys are crazy. We will be leaving Wednesday. Again, all of y'all Patreon nerds, barrel picks will still be dropping even though I'm gone. I will also be bombarding you guys with photos. The rest of you guys, don't forget about me. Don't forget about me. I'll probably be posting some photos to Instagram, so go follow my Bourbon Wrench Instagram. I will be showing photos once we get back, but I will be gone for a solid 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Maybe I'll have some videos out. I'm not gonna lie to you guys. I'm so stressed that I can't even edit a goddamn video. So we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's it. Love you guys. We're done. I love you guys. I freaking love you. I really, 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 really need this trip, man, just to unwind. And I encourage all of you, go do something. You don't go to Italy. Go do something. Go take a weekend trip, man. Go rent a cabin with your wife. Bubble bath. Go rent a cabin by yourself, man. Maybe your fleshlight. Just go do something. Relax. Get away from the bullshit and and just enjoy. So, um, wherever the heck I see you guys next, whether it be in a couple days or in 3 weeks, I freaking love you. I love you, freaking love you guys. Um, cheers. You guys, and here's the thing, you guys can reach out anytime. I will have Wi-Fi at nighttime when I'm in the hotel. So if you need, I don't care. You guys can reach out to me and say, "Hey, what's up? What have you been doing today? Hey, what's up? I need to talk to someone. Hey, what's up? I'm struggling." Just know that the response time might be a little slow, but I'll get back to you guys. I will get your messages. So don't hesitate to reach out to me, man. I freaking love you guys. Woo! Arrivederci. El cane. Pepperoni. See you guys where I see you, mother sucking nerds. Go Army. Toujours prêt. Always ready. Sug it Marines. Sug it Navy. Sug it Air Force. Sug it Coast Guard. Sug it. Sug it everyone else who's not Army. Love you.